Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper, and today I want to talk about using the Swiss Army uniform from the Cold War as a bug-out jacket. And before we do that, if you're interested in detective stories, there will be a link in the description talking about my book called Bloody Crosses. It's in Dutch. If you're interested, take a look. So, the Swiss Army uniform from the Cold War, this one is from 1972, and yeah, the Swiss are known to make some great things, and this is one of them, in my opinion. It's the Swiss Army knives of uniforms because it's so multifunctional, and there are so many things to discover about this. What is the point about this uniform? Well, the Swiss, because they used their tactic was a defensive war. They had to be highly mobile. They did not have to take that much gear with them in the mountains. So what they do is, instead of wearing a backpack and some pouches and all that other gear, they integrated it into the uniform itself. As a test to this, because I was very interested, I walked around in the surplus store and I found this little beauty, and I thought I wanted to test it out if it's up to notch, and to my surprise, it really did actually. So, like I said, they integrated the uniform, everything from ammo pouches to bags, and as a test, I put almost my whole bug-out bag in this uniform. Perhaps you cannot really tell from afar, but almost my whole bug-out bag. If you see my video about my bug-out bag, you will know what's all inside of it. This is all inside of this uniform right now. So, we're going to talk about that. So, I'm going to talk about this uniform, and first of all, I'm going to talk about the negative aspects of it later on in the video, but first of all, I'm going to talk about the positive things and all the things you can do with it. If you're wondering, the name of the camouflage is called Alpenflake, and yeah, it's holding up in my opinion. It's not the best one in the world, but it will do, and as it will do in night, spring, summer. In winter time, not that good, but as long as you're in a forested area, the uniform kind of holds up. Okay, alright, you will not be able to camouflage from somebody like with a ghillie suit from a few meters away, but from far away it's hard to detect, especially with the cap. Let's start with the hood. If you can see, this is where there is a hood around here. There are some strings to put it together so it doesn't fly off your head, so that's a good thing, because I always hate it when wind blows into your face and your hood flies off. So as you can see, it's good. Another thing, if you want to be camouflaged, because the Swiss they want to be clean, so they don't want to use dirt on the face. So what did they do? They integrated a part on top of the hood. Opens a button, and there is a veil with camouflage around here that you put beneath the string, and that way the relief of your face is blurred out. But the thing is, if I have a rifle right here, I can see through the veil and I can just see a swine and shoot it while my face is camouflaged. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, now you can see my face. And from this distance away, you cannot see my face anymore. So that's harder for enemies or potential dangers to how do you say this, to not detect me. So that's something that I already found fascinating. It's already easy to tuck away. Just a little button, and that button goes over the hood into this button, and that's my only problem about this camouflaged hood, and that is this little annoying piece of, if you can see, this little piece sometimes gets a little bit low, and that's a little bit annoying in your vision, but I guess you get used to it. So that's the camouflage part. The hood, really good. I've done some walking around in this uniform to test it in the cold, and to be honest, the good thing about this is it's made for a cold temperature and in cold circumstances, like in the mountains, like in Swiss. So yeah, that's in summertime this. But in summertime you can also wear this because this is the outside. It is very very light, sturdy, but thin in how to say it, material. So if you wear nothing beneath but a shirt and your underpants, then it could be really cool in the summertime if you're going to wear this. But in the wintertime, this is a very white uniform. But you would not say it because you can change the uniform, you can tighten it everywhere. You can tighten it here, you can tighten it here, on the legs, and even if you perhaps can see, on the pants there are tighteners, so you can make it as tight or wide as you want, and you can wear few layers of clothing beneath it. I wear a woolen sweater around it, and my regular pants are also beneath the pants. So yeah, it feels good. There is nothing restricting because I can customize it to my own body. So this is a one size fits all, except if you're a really fat bastard. So that's also a good thing about it. What was talking about next? Another thing I want to talk about is the pouches. That is perhaps one of the negatives, but if you can see, these pouches, these are actually the ammo pouches for their main battle rifles, their magazines. But I noticed there is one pouch here and two here. That's because they were usually in the army, they were right-handed. So if you wanted to shoot a rifle, you can put it just right here and shoot. But if you're a lefty like me, that's a little bit annoying because the second pouch comes around here, and if you want to aim, you have to really put it in because otherwise you will hit the second pouch around here. So for lefties, it's a little bit annoying, but it's doable. But yeah, you will not be quickly to aim if you're a lefty, is what I'm trying to say. I will take this off. So another thing about the uniform is you will notice this thing hanging around here. This is actually meant for carrying a helmet that you can put your cap on and hang your helmet around here. But if you are doing something like grooming your hair or something, you can just take your cap and hang it like here and just take it off, or you can hang other stuff, or as a rifle sling, because it's really sturdy into the uniform. The uniform is very strong. If you can see, this patch, I don't know if you can see it because of the camouflage, but this patch is reinforced with something really strong. So you can sit on your elbows, and yeah, it will not get through the materials, because that's the part that will, if you're in the army, you will know this part will get the most damage, but it is really, really strong. So that's also something that I really like. And the same thing goes for the shoulders, because you wear so much stuff inside of this. It's like a backpack, so your shoulders is the strong material, so everything from here to here is reinforced, and there are some not strings, but funny strap materials going down to keep everything a little bit up. So that's also good about it. Yeah. What the downside of wearing a uniform filled with all this stuff is you have to wear everything on your shoulder. That's the bad side. But the good side is you can just take your uniform off and do your thing. And if you are you can use the hobo technique, that all your stuff is inside your jacket. And when there is danger around, you just have to take your jacket, get out, and you can put it on the move, and you're just getting out of it. So if you have a backpack, that's sometimes a little bit annoying. If you are leaving some gear behind or taking your clothes off and have a backpack, but you can do this. You can do it all in one. So if you want to be really mobile and stealthy, this is perhaps a good way as you're in your survival plans. But talk about another thing that I like about the durable stuff is every pouch is made from these metal buttons. These are really strong. I always noticed that in certain uniforms, if it was just a button sewed on, that could easily tear off if there's a little a little bit of force. And with these are very strong, and if they come loose, you can hear it. So if you're crawling around or you're hooked to a branch or something, and there is enough power to, because this is really strong, to take it off, then at least you can hear it. You can hear the click. So then you know, oh, something opened around here. But it came loose because it got when it comes loose, it's better than it's breaking off. There's only one piece of damage to this uniform, and that is one of the buttons, but it's not the button itself, but it's the material around the button that got a really high kick. So that's the only thing that is broken around here. So if you can see, there are also these two pieces of metal around here. They are in the reinforced shoulder patch, and these are for the Swiss Army backpack. It's not really a backpack, but it's like an extra piece of backpack-like clothing that you can attach to the back, and that would be holding some extra rations or some rifle grenades that you can put in. So, but I did not find this. I only found this. So that's if you want to see that, you have to look into another video. All right, let's see what I got into my uniform. So let's start from upside down to down. Oh wait, let's start with the shoulder. There is a shoulder pack around here, easy accessible. What do I got here? Soap. Oh, look at the whole soap. And my multi-tool. My multi-tool. So that's in the shoulder. That is usually, that's something that I sometimes use. So around here, I got my 80% alcohol. So that's not only for not only for disinfection, but also for bartering, for keeping the spirits up, just for the taste and this and that. So, and for keeping you warm for your fingertips. Watch my video about how to keep your fingers warm. This is relevant for this. Let's open this one. My piece of how do you say this? Tinder to start fires. I made a video about also this. I can make hundreds of fires with this, with just some sparks, some nylon wire, compass, must be easily accessible, and my sharpening tool, and also a fire starter. Alright, let's go to the other pouch. Here I got my flashlight, dynamo. Alright, now we're going to open this pouch. This is also something that I like. There are multiple buttons around here, so if you put a lot of it, you can use the upper button. But if you pack less and you don't want it to rattle inside of your pouches, you can take the lower one and it will be more compact. So that's something that I like, if you take a lot or if you take less. This is what I meant about the Swiss Army knife mentality. So these are a whole pack of, these are 3 days worth of rations, just in one pouch. So imagine if you fill several pouches with only rations, you can go on for many days. A pot of honey, just like Winnie the Pooh. You open the right pouch. My radio, with of course dynamo, with a light, with a radio that is very strong, and with a SOS button, and also with a light sensor. So yeah, this is also something good. My water filter to drink, to filter water, of course. A saw to make more shelters, which is handy if you don't take a lot, but you will be surprised what's inside of this all. So these are empty. Alright, now we're going to more of the back pockets. So in this pocket we have my field bottle in canteen. So yeah, to cook and to have always water ready. It's ready, available, and that's also something that I like. Everything is accessible. You don't have to take it off like a backpack. Everything on the uniform you can wear. So this pouch. As you can see, easily accessible. This is my rain poncho, and you can also make it turn it into a little shelter or just to sit on it from the dirt. So that's also something. Now we have this packet. So this is my first aid package. There is, yeah, of course, all the stuff for the first aid. Alright, but we're not done yet. Yeah, I will first show you about the bug out, what's more inside of it. As you can see, first you open the buttons. So that's against protection against extra wind. You open the zipper, and you will notice the zipper will only come around here, but no worries, because you can close it down around here with the button, but the zipper goes to here, and that's because the pants goes up about this height, and I will talk about that in a minute. I still have to show you what's inside of it more. As you can see, inside of the uniform there's another zipper, and here I keep 3 maps inside of a plastic bag to keep them good. Paper bags, and these are 3 maps of Belgium. So that's inside of it. I hoped that there would be another pocket around here, but there isn't. But if you can see, there are these many options here, for the beneath it, here, and also around here to adjust the weight of your uniform so it will always fit snugly around your body. There is another one, and that's around here. I don't know if you can see, this is the reinforced pieces of the shoulders part. So yeah, but this is everything that is carried around your shoulder. So yeah, if you pack too heavy stuff, that can be annoying to walk around for a long time. And yeah, that's the downside of the uniform. But here, this is actually a built-in backpack. I don't know if you can see it, but you can fill this with things like extra clothing, like socks, like a balaclava, like a chamak, everything that can fit around nicely around your back. You cannot put hard stuff in it because otherwise it will poke into your back. So I could fit more socks and other clothing around here, but like I said, I put everything that is in my bug out bag inside of this jacket uniform. So as you can see, that is everything that is inside of this piece of uniform. Alright, now the pants. The pants also have some stuff, as you can see. I can fit a whole torp in this one pocket. So this is a torp for around 4 to 5 meters. So that's quite a torp that can just fit into one of the pockets. We have here the left pocket. And here we have my shovel. So yeah, a whole shovel just in one pack. I decided to put it in the pants because because the shovel is heavier, I can put it around the pants, and the pants would be more. You can put a buckle around here. It's also carried with shoulder straps like this, and it's high, so there's extra layers to keep you warm. So that's something good, and it's like a fisherman's pants. So you can wear regular pants and put this around over it. So if you can see, this is something I like because depending if you're a fat bastard or a tinny bastard, there are several buttons around here to see how wide you want it. And of course, this is the only real buttons around here. And that's also something that you can choose how wide you're going to do this. And as you can see, like I said before, these straps are meant to tighten up everything, so you can make it loose or you can make it like really tight. And also, if you can see it, you can tighten this up too. You can take these buttons and you can put it further, and that way you can make your legs more tighter. So that's also very good. The same thing goes around here. This can also be tightened around the knees in case you're wearing knee pads below your uniform pants. So that's another thing that I really like. And you also got regular pockets around here. And these are really deep pockets, as you can see. But I did not put anything inside of it. Just you can put temporary things around it. Wait, I'm going to take off my shoes for this. To show you that I wear my pants beneath it, that I'm not bullshitting. So yeah. So this is the Swiss uniform, and like I said before, in what situations would you be able to use this? I would say if you're going to do some scavenging, because if you wear this, how do you say this, the uniform itself, to scavenge, you can just walk around in a building, and if you find something, or you find food or foraging, or you're hunting, you can just take things, put it in a pocket, and you can line up a lot of pockets directly access that you don't always have to take off your backpack, put it in, put it back on, and that will make you vulnerable or able to be robbed. Talking about robbing, another reason you can use this uniform is if you're on a bug out and you have this uniform. If you have a backpack, people think he's got some shit with him. But if you wear this uniform and you only see a few bulges, you will think, it's not worth the troubles. You probably only has a few things, and those are less easy to steal. So if you're sleeping, especially if you sleep with in a group that you don't trust anybody, like in a refugee camp, and some refugees are a little bit desperate, they can try to steal your backpacks. That's also a little bit, if you're going to sleep in this, it's harder to steal stuff from it because you can hear the clicking of the buttons. Another thing is, if you're in a bug out and they say you cannot wear, there are like example evacuation buses or trains, and they say you can only take things that you can carry, no backpacks because that would take too much space. You can wear this jacket and they cannot say anything about it because it's part of your clothing. So yeah, that's another thing. A big downside of this is sleeping. If you're going to sleep in this, if you're going to decide to sleep on one side, you have to empty some of the pockets because everything is around in the pockets. You have to lie on the side, and that could feel a little bit annoying. So you have to take off your jacket and sleep in, use it more as a blanket. So that's a little bit of a downside, but to all the pros, it's kind of to your personal situation, but I like it. I will not say that I always use this, but this can be handy in certain specific scenarios that could be really, really helpful. Another thing that I did not like about this, like I said before, the pockets are in this line. So if you're going to wear a belt to carry the weight on your hips, then that's annoying because you cannot put a buckle around on your hips or wear another backpack. So yeah, you can wear a small backpack for extra gear, but then again you have extra weight on your shoulders, and that can be a little bit hurtful for your back if you carry too much of a load. So yeah, it's only for lighter stuff. But as you can see, all this stuff that is usually in my bug out bag is right inside of this. So it's a little bit of a choice, your personal choice, but I just wanted to give you the options. So I would say I'm ready with the review. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and thank you for watching. And I hope this has helped you. Cheers.